Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner Brothers, yeah, we screaming Lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide. I'm going worldwide. I'm going worldwide. I'm going worldwide.
5-5, the final action from Arsenal Park, the Steel City Kickers League. I'm Ty Polk with Stanford Beckton, and we will see the Lady Ballers in the lime green take on Alive and Kickin' in the light green, camo, gray, and white.
And this should be an exciting game, as all of the games have been so far this afternoon.
Leave it on there. Leave it on there. And Port Maid makes it to base on a walk, a base on balls, and she'll be the first runner of the game for the Lady Ballers. On with the Lady Ballers, and now it looks like their next runner is on there. And it looks like they figure out that there's now 2 outs. That one kicked over to second base.
Catch.
A great play there.
Diving catch there by Alive and Kickin'.
So, no runs, and the only runner left on due to a walk will now go to the bottom of the first inning, and it's Alive and Kicking coming up to bat. And Legacy makes it over to first base on a single.
And Port Maid was unable to field the ball in enough time to get it over to first base.
Next up, that one couldn't make the bounce there. And Legacy will make it over to second base. And Mimi is also aboard with an infield single. So the infield, the way to go so far for Alive and Kicking. Next up is KD, and speaking of KD, what a performance in Brooklyn. That one over the head, and the run will score as Legacy makes it home.
A kick right.
And Mimi will make it all the way over to second. It says no internet. Hang on. Score right now is 1-0 Alive and Kicking. Runners on first and second. No one out. And right now they're trying to figure out what's going on between the lineups for Alive and Kicking. That one kicked over third base side, but foul.
And that was a bouncy pitch. I don't know if that should have been kicked. Probably could have got the ball.
Next pitch to Quick Jar. That one off the top of the inning and foul.
3 fouls and you out here in the Steel City Kickers Kickball League.
That one lifted up into the air. Key could not handle that
Another
one.
fielding error. If I count correctly, that's 4 so far this game.
And right now, everything going wrong for the Lady Ballers. First pitch to Didi. That one well away, and that's a ball.
And KD's here on third base looking to score.
That one skittered over, only played a third, and the out's made.
And a time from the umpire. Two outs now, as a rule here in the Kickball League is that the kicker cannot step over home plate when they kick. That's what happened on that last one, and that is why we have moved to 2 outs.
Next coming up, that one rolled a ball. That one a roller over. And play is made there, and that will retire the side as Jazz.
Still
Stopped
1-0 Alive and Kicking.
So that'll end the first inning, and we'll go to the top of the second. We'll see what the Lady Ballers can do in our final game of action here from Arsenal Park in Lawrenceville. I'm Ty Polk with Stan Beckton here as we're winding down the daylight here on the longest day of the year, the summer solstice. Coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow will actually be the longest day of the year. This is the precursor. So we will still be seeing sunlight as we wind it down here today.
Alive and Kicking making some defensive adjustments before the ball is kicked.
That one skied high over first base side, and the catch is made.
And that was a great job there of staying out of the base runner's path. Of course, if she collided with the base runner, that's an automatic safe.
That one skied over to second base, and a catch is made for the out.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Pitcher's best friend there. That one quickly down the line, and Lady J will have a base hit. Defender couldn't handle it.
KE was close to picking up that ball and getting into first, but he looked before he secured the ball.
And that one fouled over to the right. And that one. And a run is scored there as Lady J trots in all the way from first base. And it's Quan with the double.
Foul ball coming right towards us.
Hello. Nice throw. That one kicked down the first base line, but foul. This is Buddha to bat for the Lady Ballers. That one ruled a strikeout, and the inning is over. So 1 run scored for the Lady Ballers. And now we will go to the top or the bottom of the second, and the score is all tied at 1 apiece. 1-1. 1-1.
A fastball.
Right down the line. And that one, a single for Mika. And there comes number 20. That one tapped over, but foul. That one tapped over. What a quick play made there.
And that is a double play right there.
Wow. And number 20 for Alive and Kicking looks to be, well, not agreeing with the call there. That one into right field, fielded in shallow territory.
And first base was not on base. The outfielder was ready to make the play, but she was at least 6 steps away from having her foot on the bag.
So a nice play as Legacy is aboard with another single. She scored in the first inning. That one into the gap.
A collide from the infielder and outfielder.
And Mimi. Another single. Back-to-back singles. That one in foul territory makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So no runs scored in that inning, off of 2 hits, and we will go to the top of the third inning, and the score's tied at 1 apiece.
And there were no runs scored in that inning, but I saw some holes in the Lady Ballers defense. So Alive and Kicking might be able to take advantage of that as the game progresses.
This one hit over into third base, and that one's fair. It hit off a defender. So good job by Shea there to take advantage and get the single. Heavy kick there, caught in the air, and she's tagged up, and that's a double play. So Tay-Rock flies into a double play, and Shea called out. So now it's 2 outs now. Quick play there.
And a tag out to end the inning.
Excuse me, that was Tay-Rock, and doubled up was Nye, so nothing doing in that inning as well.
Nothing at all. Very quick on and off for the Lady Ballers offense.
So now we'll go to the bottom of the third inning, and it's still 1 apiece for Alive and Kicking and the Lady Ballers. Alive and Kicking the bat. First ball in there. Looked like it was ruled a ball.
And Shea has been rolling some speedy pitches the entire game, making it difficult for Alive and Kicking to get a feel for how she pitches.
That one through the defender's hand and in to left field for a hit. And what number is that? That one played a second.
A physical play over there at first base, but she
that one ruled
is
an out.
credited with the outs.
They're going all out today.
We said we were going to end with a bang, and there we have it.
So KD took advantage of the entire situation and managed to make it all the way to third. So Alive and Kicking, even with 1 out, still has an opportunity to put a run up on the board despite it.
And that was Mom over there with that collision at first base.
That one skied high, and it's right next to us, but it's foul. That wasn't Mom. Mom's up right now. So now it's Mom at bat, actually. That one skied over third base side. Catch is made. KD will tag up. The play at the plate, no play made, and that's a run scored as it's now 2-1, Alive and Kicking. So the sac fly works out. As here's KE. In her last at bat, she made it on a single. KE chops that one right towards middle of the field. Play it first, and she is safe.
First base is not standing on the bag when the play at first is to be made. This is the second time so far this game that she's been a couple feet away from the bag when it's time to get the apple.
And they typically won't give that extra space that they do. And actually, it looks like now they are going to give her that extra space, just as I was talking about it. But she has to look out still for that one.
Maybe that collision is kind of bothering her after that first one.
It was a couple times even before that collision, but nonetheless, we'll go to the top of the fourth. And Alive and Kicking still gets the run. It's now 2-1.
A very fast-moving game here as defense is getting the kickers on and off.
And up next is Port Maid. And again, she has to be careful because she's getting the benefit of the doubt right now, but probably later on in the game she won't get that. Pausing the action as we're trying to figure out what's going on. Now we're underway. Tap her over, but that one.
It appears she hit the ball with her hip.
Another catch is made there. As quickly, that's 2 outs. That one hit hard in the center field, but the catch is made. 3 up and 3 down. It's still 2-1, Alive and Kicking.
And number 99 has now been subbed out for number 18.
And that actually is Mom for Alive and Kicking. So Kita is coming in exchange for Mom. Early evening here in Pittsburgh. That one lifted into the gap, and that one's a base hit. As it's Dee opening up the bottom of the 4th inning. That one hit over, and
that drop just so happened to be lucky enough to bounce right to second base.
so Tina is aboard on the fielder's choice, and it looks like they're subbing in a pinch runner.
But the Lady Ballers have had trouble fielding the entire game. And it appears the umpire is speaking to Shay about her feet when she is pitching, as she sometimes has stepped over the line.
So we're about halfway through the final game of the day here between Alive and Kicking and the Lady Ballers. That one lifted, catch is made. And that one hits the back of the player. That's a double play. Excuse me, it looks like it was only 1 out. Now that makes the catch, and that will end the inning now. So a little ahead of ourselves, but regardless, only 1 hit in that inning. We'll move on to the top of the 5th inning, and Alive and Kicking up 2-1.
And Lady Ballers defense has been keeping the game close. Top of the 5th here. Back in the 4th inning, Lady Ballers was able to get some air under a lot of those pitches. However, they all were caught.
So we'll see what Lil Dog can do here. Out in her first attempt at base in the second. It looks like there was 2 and 1. That one lifted to left field. Underneath it, couldn't handle it.
And Lady Ballers once again gets air under it, and this time it leads to a drop from Alive and Kicking.
So that one an error to the left fielder. As that took one of the crazier bounces you could see from a kickball. Popped right up in the air. There's the first pitch. And that one, it's Cotton at the plate, and that one well off it for a ball. That one tapped foul. Top of the 5th inning, 2-1's the score. Ty Polk, Stan Becton. Game 5 of the first week of the Steel City Kickers, and that one lifted over to right field. Ranging over, couldn't make the play. So Cotton is aboard, and Lil Dog makes it all the way to third base on the single.
And with a runner on third base and 0 outs, it is very important for the third base runner to play it very smart.
Lady J lift that one, and that one caught up at right field. And Cotton is tagged out.
It is a double play, but it results in another run for the Lady Ballers, tying the game 2-2.
So the double sacrifice works, and now the score is tied. As that one is lifted into the air. Play couldn't be made.
One of the infielders fell backpedaling trying to get the ball. But the effort was there. Very respectable.
So Quan reaches first base, and the hits keep continuing for the Lady Ballers. And Mom has been replaced, but at least offensively, but she's still out here pitching on defense. Next pitch coming. That one lifted into the air. KE under it and makes the catch.
And drops it.
Oh, she dropped it. Looked like a sure play there, and I was shielded by the Lady Ballers bench coach over here. And that's just unfortunate. An error there.
Just went right through her hands.
So here's Shea. Wanted to tap that one over, couldn't do it. That one's a strike.
With 1 out, with 2 outs here, Shea can keep this ball in play.
Roller straight to third. And KE makes the play there. And that will retire the side.
Now a tie game heading into the bottom of the 5th.
2-2 score off the run on the sacrifice double play by Lady J. So it's credited as an RBI, but the rare double sacrifice.
Yeah, the double sacrifice paid off this one time.
Next pitch upcoming. That one kicked over straight away. Play it first. And that's an out.
Here's Shea with another fastball over the plate.
Well, bouncer there, and that one lifted over into third base territory, and the catch is made. So 2 outs, and now here's Mimi. So right now, fly balls have been the story in this 5th inning for Alive and Kicking, but they've got runs in the 3rd and 1st inning. Is that one right down the street, and Mimi is aboard with a single. So runs in the 1st and 3rd for Alive and Kicking, and runs for the Lady Ballers in the 1st and 4th has this as a 2-2 ball game. In the last half inning, a double sacrifice for an RBI tied the score back up.
And it's been a lot of defensive plays made and not made that have resulted in runs. There's been drops on both sides. You had the occasional stumble. And those small mistakes have led to runs on both sides.
So Shea walks one there. And now Alive and Kicking has 2 on. As it's Jazz
That one
aboard
goes
on the
foul.
ball. That second one looks like it was a ball as well. 2-0 count. And that one a walk, so now the bases are loaded.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Excuse me, that's Legacy right in front of us, so
This could be a pivotal point in Alive and Kicking's game.
bases are loaded, 2 outs. Alive and Kicking with an opportunity to take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
And it looks like Lady Ballers may be considering, and they are making a pitching change after Shea has been struggling as of late in this 5th inning.
Legacy, the go-ahead run, scored the first run of the game off a single in the 1st inning. A sac fly by Mom gave them 2 runs, and now the bases are loaded after a walk. As right now she can't find the strike zone, and it's now 2-0 the count. And that one, a called strike, 2-1. That one lifted to right field. And that is ruled foul. 2-2. Big time pitch upcoming. Here's the payoff. And that one looks like it rolled away. So actually that was 1-2. Excuse me on that one. Here's the payoff. That one.
Foul.
And that will retire the side.
So Alive and Kicking unable to take advantage of a bases-loaded opportunity in a tie game that might come back to haunt them later on, as scoring has been very difficult for both sides.
Unbelievable outcome. And now the Lady Ballers here in the top of the sixth will get a chance to see if they can take the lead themselves. And that one tapped foul. Naye, 0-1 count. That one lifted over to the third base side, and the catch is made for the out.
One out to start off the sixth inning.
Now we're back to the top of the order, as here is Tay Rock. 2 outs and another one there. As right now she's snake bitten, as it looked like that one was going to either curve foul, but a nice play by Legacy.
And there's been some great fielding to start off this inning from Alive and Kicking.
So here's Port Maid 0 for 1 today. In her first appearance, she made it on a base on balls. Port Maid hits that one over, but foul down the left field line.
And that one goes ball.
That one rolling foul.
One more foul, and that will end the inning as 3 fouls makes an out.
1-2 count. 2-2 the score. Top of the sixth. And that one is ruled a ball, so Port Maid makes it to first base on a base on balls. And here's Mies. Oh, wait, what the heck? Number 9, Port Maid. Looks like a little bit of a mix-up.
Three
That
balls
is Port Maid.
or 2 balls.
And that one rolled a strike. That one tapped over to second base.
A short kick to second.
Overran the base there. That's now 2 outs. All right, now here's Mies at the plate. That one down the third base line, but foul. That one off the overhang foul. And right now that's number 4 for the Lady Ballers. And
With 2
unfortunately,
outs.
we do not have a name for her.
One on first base. Tie game.
That one on the third base line. And no play can be made.
So 2 on base, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Lady Ballers tie game. They'll be looking to capitalize by getting runners on base and bringing them home.
And as you notice, deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 ball game. That one lifted to center field and ending up in shallow center for the catch, and that will end the inning. iPad's about to die. It's at 5%. My iPad's at 5%.
Bottom of the 6th. Lady Ballers, second inning after making that pitching change. Getting some warm-up rolls in right now.
That one rolled to the outside, another ball. That one off the top of the overhang for a strike. Still 2-2 ball game. Two-two pitch, and KE strikes out on the foul ball. Oh, wait, never mind. Still up. That one lifted over into foul territory, but the catch is made.
1 out in this tightly contested game.
There's number 64, Didi. That one lifted over toward the second base side. Throw over, not in time. Infield single for Didi.
And maybe that single is the momentum that Alive and Kicking needs.
That one down the first base line. Easy play made over there for the out. And that will retire the side. So we go to the top of the 7th inning, and the score is still 2-2.
2-2 score, top of the 7th inning. If they don't score here, either team, then we get overtime for the second time today.
First pitch. That one rolls over for a ball. 1-0 count.
And that one lands foul.
Still a 2-2 score here. Early evening here in Pittsburgh. And that one, a called strike, and that is the first out. So here's Mika off the bat, 1 out so far here in the top of the 7th. That one over to the third base side. And
1 out, 1 on, top of the 7th.
Cotton aboard with a single. And here is Lady J. That one lifted over. No one could handle it. Only play over to first, but not in time.
So the Lady Ballers do have someone in scoring position at second base.
Go ahead at second. Here's the pitch. First one in. A called ball. There's the pitch. That one.
It's fair.
Digger into the dirt. Stays fair, and that's an out. So number 14 for Alive and Kicking is out.
Actually, I
Excuse
think they
me,
called it
Lady
a
Ballers.
foul.
Oh, they did.
It appears she's back at home plate, about to kick again.
Two score. Next pitch coming. That one lifted over to third base side. Legacy makes the catch. And everyone running back to position.
With 2 on base, and it being the last inning of the game, Lady Ballers cannot afford to waste this opportunity.
So last chance in regulation is here. First pitch upcoming. That one kicked over. Quick play over to third, and that's an out.
And we are now in the bottom of the 7th, the last inning of regulation.
So now, Alive and Kicking has 3 outs for the opportunity. Well, regardless, actually, it seems like it's at a certain point the score might have been jumbled up on our end, but it looks like it's a win for Alive and Kicking.
A win for Alive and Kicking to conclude the day. Our winners for the day are Ladies of Faith, Diamond Divas, Renegade, Kicking Queens, and Alive and Kicking.
All right, so now it's time for the Roxamore Sports Network post-game show. And really, it's been an excellent day out here as we got to see kickball from the Steel City Kickers League. And Stanford, what is your highlight of the day?
My highlight of the day has to be the base running. The base running across the board, the timing of the base runners, especially here with our close view to third base, was impeccable. They were able to get on base and off base whenever a pop fly was there and get home in impressive amounts of time. The base running has to be my highlight of the day.
And my highlight has to be, well, the kicking prowess. I did not expect it to be this competitive in terms of that. We also seen one 3-run home run kicked over into the far side in right field over there. And again, you're just seeing a lot of athleticism that you did not expect today. And I'm excited to cover this over the next couple weeks, as we're only through with week 1 of this season.
Week 1, and we've had an exciting overtime game in week 1 to start off the 5th season of the Steel City Kickers Kickball League. In the 5th season, we have started off with a bang. We started off with a close game, explosive offense, overtime, and we had the last game finish of a score of 3-2 alive and kicking.
Well, definitely the team of the day is the 2-time defending champions, the Diamond Divas, winning 9-1. And of course, an honorary second mention is the Kickin' Queens winning 6-1. And we have the final score for today's game. It's Alive and Kicking 3 and the Lady Ballers 2. So, again, great offensive display here. Great defensive play as well, as this was our lowest scoring game of the day. And it wasn't without a lot of drama.
And it'll be interesting to see which one proves to be more important as the season goes on, offense or defense, here in the Steel City Kickball League.
And that will do it for us on our content here today from Arsenal Park in Lawrenceville. This is a Roxamore Sports Network production, all rights reserved to the CEO and executive producer, Mr. Rocky Moore. For more information, check us out on roxamoresportsnetwork.com. And for now, that's all. For Stan Beckton, I'm Ty Polk. We say good night, and we'll see you next week from Arsenal Park in Lawrenceville.